when to talk shop about your business, and when to talk about your business, and how to supersize your business. Talk shop is our idiom today. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today comes from the 1800s, 1814. The idea that a lot of businesses were actually in storefronts or shops back then. I remember long before the online world or the remote work or idea of having a business that wasn't a physical business came into being. And by 1860, the idea of talking about your business or talking shop came into being and became actually used frequently and an idiom. I have got lots of experience with talking shop and spent a lot of years talking shop, probably more than I should have, with my family, with my friends, with people that maybe didn't even care about what I was talking about or about my work. And so I came up with some ideas and some ways of knowing when, where, how, and why to talk shop. And I'm just going to share a couple of the tips and tricks and strategies and things that I learned over the decades of doing it right and doing it wrong, because it never feels good to do something that doesn't hit the mark or doesn't have the intent that you want. Whenever I talk shop, it wasn't because I had the intent of alienating people or doing it in an inappropriate area or an inappropriate time, but the way we figure out what is an appropriate time, what is the right place, and things happens via experience. And so, excuse me, if I can shortcut your curve of experience when it comes to this, I would be glad to, because nobody wants to ever feel embarrassed, especially as we're growing and building and supersizing our business. So when it comes to when to talk shop, I ask myself a couple of questions. Is it appropriate? Is it necessary? And is it asked for? Is it the right environment? Is it the right situation? Is it the right setting? So for example, if I'm at a networking event, I'm going to talk shop with people, because that's the reason I'm there, is to share my business and share my area of expertise and just get to know people that I might be interested in doing business with someday. If I'm at an industry event like a oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. If I'm at an industry event or a conference, I'm going to talk shop. If I'm at my mastermind or working with my mastermind group, if I am with my coach or my mentors, I'm probably going to talk shop, because that's the reason I'm there with those coaches and mentors, is to improve my business. And so we're going to talk about my business. So how do I know if I should or shouldn't, and when is it appropriate or not? I mean, I used to try to talk shop with my ex-husband, which did nothing but frustrate him, because he had no clue what I was talking about or what I was doing, unless we happened to be in a business together. But how do I make sure that I should talk shop or not? Number one, I make sure that I'm present in the situation that I'm involved in. If I'm in a fishing boat with my family, I don't need to talk shop. If I am at a wedding or a family event or a holiday gathering, I don't need to talk shop unless I'm asked a specific question about my work, my business, my profession, etc. I think we get better and better at reading the room and the people around us, and we intuitively know what we should and shouldn't talk about in different situations. So I ask myself, is it appropriate? Is it necessary? Is it even desirable? Does the other person I'm talking to, I just consider the person I'm talking to and communicating with, and could they care less about anything related to my shop or my business? And if they couldn't, then I'm not going to talk about it. I wait to be asked questions. I ask a lot of questions, and I'm curious about the other people that I'm interacting with, and that helps me to gauge when and if it's appropriate to even talk about my business ever or not. I guess I learned a lot of this when I was in different industries. Some industries are, you talk shop all the time. You bring your business, especially the network marketing industry, and you share it with everybody, whether they want to hear it or not, because everybody's a customer. And I think that why I like this idiom, and it reminds me to ask myself questions. Is it appropriate? Is it necessary? Is it relevant? Does a person have a need or a desire to know anything about what I do for a living before I talk about it? Because I got a bad taste in my mouth from the belief that you should just spew out at everybody. I learned with the ClickFunnels group and Russell Brunson that technobabble, and I think that the network marketing industry is probably the worst, or one of the worst industries when it comes to technobabble, meaning you talk about your business no matter what. and you spew out all kinds of details and stuff that people just don't understand or even care about. We have to always remember that people care about what our products and services can do for them and how it can benefit them and the results they're going to get or the problem it's going to solve for them, more than they care about the details and the technical aspects of our products and services. And the other thing I like to do is find common ground in whatever situation I'm in. And we do that by being interested in people instead of trying to be interesting. So, love to know your take on this particular idiom or expression. Talk shop. Are you a shop talker? Do you talk about your business all the time? And I think it's hard for those of us that are entrepreneurs and business owners, and we've been business owners for a long time, because our businesses tend to be our life and a huge part of our identity. So it's harder to not talk shop than it is to talk shop. All right, have an awesome day. I'll, of course, see you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to grow and build your business today? Remember, if we don't talk shop, if we don't share our business, it isn't going to grow and supersize either. So we just have to know when and where it's appropriate versus not. All right, have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.